Gracias. Very good. My name is Dr. Chinedu Neji. I am the Commandant General, National Unity and Peace Corps.
Can we put our hands together for that?
National Unity and Peace Corps is a new agency of government which, by the grace of God, will be established by the President after the final passage of our bill before the Senate anytime next week. We are here to give you tips, security tips for children. Children, are you listening?
Yes.
We are here to teach you and give you little security tips that will help you in school, at home, on the way as you're coming to school and going back. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Now, we say that we will first of all start from your home. As you're coming to school, while you are at home with your parents, we say, as you're playing at home, do not eat or swallow or ingest any strange object. For example, peeing. Do you know what peeing is?
Yes.
There is office peeing, there is safety peeing, any type of peeing, or nail, or broken bottle, or any object that is sharp that could injure you. Do not even carry it on your mouth. For example, carry a bead that you use to do your hair. Because if you carry it on your mouth, you might make mistake and swallow it. And if you swallow it, what will happen? You will die. Somebody said you will die if you swallow it. So you must avoid putting any strange object inside your mouth. The second one is, while you are at home, either in presence of your parents or not, do not talk to strangers. What did I say?
Do not talk to strangers.
Do you know what the problem is? If you talk to strangers, what will happen? They will either kidnap you, or kill you, or harm you. Therefore, do not talk to strangers while you are at home. Some of you are in the habit of talking from the windows of their house, or talking from the balcony, or even talking while through the fence. For those of you that have fence, it is a bad habit. Children are advised today not to talk to strangers from your house, except those that your parents have permitted you to talk to. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
The third one is, if you have your parents' phone or if you have internet in your house. Do you know what internet is?
Yes.
Do not try to open the internet, because if you open the internet, it can teach you a lot of bad things that can make you harm yourself. When you pick the phone, learn not to, if you're alone at home, or only the kids are at home, because you don't know who the stranger that is calling is, do not tell them that mommy and daddy are not at home. Because if you tell someone that nobody is at home, they may come and harm you. So it's always good if you pick food, mommy went out, or mommy is around, but she will soon come back. Then, if you are at home at any point, and you notice any strange movement within your house or outside your house, maybe a stranger walking around the compound, and you do not know the person, don't fail to report to your parents or any adult that is at home with you that time. Are you hearing me? If you notice someone passing through the fence that is not living with you there, or crossing, or even peeping through your window, run and go and tell the nearest adults so that they will now know why the person is doing that. Anytime you notice any presence around your house, report to any adult at home. Then, if you notice electricity in the house where there is wire or maybe naked wire or even electricity or even any object that has to do with electricity, don't try to go and on it yourself. Are you getting me? Don't try to on electricity yourself. It's not the children that are supposed to do that. It is supposed to be an adult. Listen very well. Listen very well. Because electricity can kill both children and adults. But adults can take care of themselves while they are producing the electricity. Therefore, children are advised. You must not try to touch any electrical appliance without the supervision of an adult. And then there is a socket that you usually see in your houses. Don't try to go and shoot any object inside the holes. You know, it usually carries sometimes multiple holes or sometimes 3 holes. Don't try to go and put any object inside it. If you do that, the electricity will shock you. And if it shocks you, you might. If it shocks you, you might do what? Therefore, avoid it. Are you hearing? Yes. Now, at home, do not attempt to fight or hit your brother or your sister with any strange object. That also can cause problems. You know that when you hit someone, the person could as well do what? Die or injure himself. Or you that is trying to hit will also injure yourself, right? Are you hearing? Hello? 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 Do you want to grow up like an adult and look like us now? Therefore, what do? You must take into cognizance what I'm telling you. You must listen to your teachers. You must pay attention to your studies. You must study harder as well to be able to grow and look like all of us here. Do you like the uniform? Yes. Okay, so I will tell you the tips that you're supposed to know while you are in school. Now, if you are in class and there is any problem in your class while you are with your teachers or your fellow students, if any student is quarreling, fighting, or even using wrong language, when I mean wrong language, I mean when somebody calls you, what are the wrong languages you hear? Like somebody saying shut up, you know it's a foul language. What of, which wrong? If you hear stupid, it's a very wrong language. Children should not use it at all. Are you hearing? Therefore, while you are in class, if you notice any student trying to use that on you or a fellow student, what do? Report to your teacher. Are you hearing me? Once you notice that, you report to your teacher. And for those of us who are teachers, when these students report some issues to us, do not wave it by the side. Sometimes these are issues that you can use just word of mouth to correct. Because if they report to you and you don't do anything, after 2 or 3 reports and you didn't do anything, they will stop. Because I hear from them sometimes too. When they say, I didn't report to my teacher because my teacher have reported and he didn't do anything. So our teachers has a duty here. Then, for the children, do not pick any strange objects on the floor, either in school, at your home, environment of where you stay. You are aware that there is something called bomb. Are you aware of bomb? Yes. Have you heard of it? Yes. Now, if you notice any strange object around your house and you're playing and you see it, either in a polythene bag or an object that looks beautiful, do not touch it. Do not do what? Touch it. Because if you touch it, the bomb might blow. And if it blows, what will happen? It will kill you. You know, when it blows, it will scatter you into pieces. And you know what we mean by scattering? One hand will be there, another hand will be there, and then it will cut you into pieces. So children are advised, when you see a strange object, you do not know what it means, you call any adult. If it is in school, you call your teacher and say, I don't know what this thing is. Please come and tell me what it is. Or come and see a teacher. And that time your teacher will see it. If it's something that is harmful, they will do what? They will remove it. Are you hearing? So how many of you have ever seen a strange object around your class? You have seen strange objects? Okay, bring your hand down. So what did you do when you saw the strange object? Can anybody tell me? What did you do? Okay. She said that she told her teacher, that is a very good child for you. So when you notice any strange object, you tell your teacher. Your teacher will look at it and know whether it is harmful or friendly. And if it is harmful, they will allow the school authority and they will find a way of removing it from the children. Then, if you notice that any of your fellow students, are you hearing? If you know you are listening, raise up your hand. If you know you are listening, raise up your hand. Okay. If you notice also, everybody, bring down your hand. Can we keep quiet? If you also notice that a fellow student in your class comes to school with money and you don't know where he or she got the money from, what do? You report to your teacher. If you notice that a fellow student came to class with money and you don't know where he or she got the money from, what do? You report to your teacher. Very good. Again, are you listening now? Yes. When you want to go to the toilet or the gents or the ladies, or if you decide to go and ease yourself, what do you do when you go to ease yourself? You wash your hand before you go and wash your hand when you come out. Can you understand me now? Anytime you're entering the toilet or coming out, make sure you do what? You have sharpener, you have pencil. Do not bite or eat any part of these things you use in class. Do you know that if you eat it, it will go and come to your stomach? So you must avoid it. Pencils, erasers, sharpeners, pen are all meant for you to write with, not for you to put in your mouth. So are you hearing? It is very important that you know this. Now, learn one attitude. I want you to learn something today. At every point that you are with your teachers, always tell your teachers stories that happen in your class. If you come to class when the teacher is not around and you notice anything that happened while the teacher was not around, either happening to you or to any other person in your class, immediately you see your teacher, what do? You tell your teacher, this is what happened when you were not around. So that your teacher will know whether that is a danger for the children or not.